Not like we have. It's already done one.
I'm on the JT fan this morning.
I'm in the old JT gang.
Young Jake Tilley, natural footballer.
His name is weird, sorry.
Looks like a woman. The one with light brown.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here live streaming to you from the WMO in Sandy Bay as Hutchins take on Guilford Young in this SATIS school game. Terry, it's always very exciting, these types of games. We love coming to them. The excitement is they play hard and it looks like a good contest.
Oh, absolutely, Guy. There's a lot of passion in this footy, the school footy. There's a lot of rivalry between particularly these two schools. A lot of St Virgil's boys in this Guildford team that have a strong rivalry with Hutchins over the years. So I know there's a lot of passion, led by some passionate people too, their coaches. And we're going to see in a moment what those coaches have to say. Let's have a look at that now.
Okay, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, live at the WMO, SATIS School Football. Don't we just love it? And I've got the coach, Cameron Blight, of the Hutchins team that won last week up north, and they're looking pretty good today against Guilford Young. How are you feeling, Cameron?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good. It was nice to get that first game out of the way. You know, a trip to Launceston and a good morale booster in getting a good win over Scotch. So, boys are really excited. There's obviously a bit of a local rivalry. Your Lauderdale, Glenorchy, Clarence, Lauderdale sort of approach. So even Collingwood, Essendon, you could even say. So we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, a lot of players here play senior football for those clubs that you just mentioned. They'll be playing against each other. A fairly strong side. A lot of the Devils players have come back to play for today.
Oh, I wouldn't say a lot. There's a few, yeah. So obviously there's always that trickiness of player availability and managing workloads and things like that. So yeah, look, we've both teams have got a few Devils players available, so that's always good, for those boys to have the opportunity to come back and play with their mates and mates that have probably gone through from kinder right through. So they're super excited to be a part of it today.
How important is it for the boys to play and represent their school in this competition?
Look, I tell you, I wasn't appreciative probably when I took on the role, but our very first win over St Pat's up in Lonnie last year, that war chant after a win, the passion that these boys play with, hearing them sort of talk pre-game, and it really is a strong feeling that you just can't create. It's built over time, and being good mates, and obviously we've built a quality program to go with that. They're highly engaged, and do yourself a favour and come down and have a look at WMO to see it for yourself.
Of course, otherwise you'll get it on the live stream here this afternoon, thanks to Duff TV. But of course, we won last week, or Hutchins won last week against Scotch. How do you see yourselves coming up against Guilford Young? They're a fairly strong side. They beat you in a practice match last year.
Yeah, definitely. It was our first game last year, and theirs too. And it's always my very first game of coaching. So I think we're certainly further ahead than we were this time last year. Well prepared going into it. It's going to be a cracker game. Certainly got respect for the opposition. They've got a lot of talent in their group, and I think it'll come down to who's the best team on the day and who displays those best team habits. And I think we're really strong in that area, and I think that's where the game will be won.
Well, good luck, Cameron. We're looking forward to see how the next couple of hours unfold. I'll let you get back to the troops. Have a great game.
Thanks, Guy.
All right, I'm heading towards the middle of the game. We've just spoken to Cameron. I've got the great champion himself, Blair Brownless, obviously having a bit of a chat to the umpires, trying to see how the game's going to unfold, what he expects from the umpires today. Blair, I know you're pumped. GYC, they've come into the competition, the SATIS competition over the last couple of years. Last time you played these guys, you beat them in a practice match. How are you feeling today?
Actually, yes, feeling good today, actually. It's great that GYC is back in the competition for about 4 years now. In fact, we've beaten the Hutchins the last 2 games, which has been great. We love it because a lot of students come out to support both teams. There's a really good atmosphere, and I would think that a lot of these boys wouldn't have played in a bigger crowd than what they'll get here today.
Look, you can't see from this side of the ground, but on the other side of the ground, there's masses of people there just lined up here at the WMO. You like the ground? It's in great condition here today.
Yeah, hats off to the Hutchins School getting the ground up. It's in superb condition. Sometimes it can get a little bit heavy here, like Queenborough, but really happy with ground conditions. And we're actually using the ground on the weekend too. We're hosting Lonnie Grammar here, so Hutchins have been very supportive of us.
Oh, that's great. Now, with your team today, of course, you've got Devils representatives. You've got people that play for the club sides. I know know that there's a few out for the Hutchins side, but they're reasonably full strength. They're feeling quite confident coming into this game. How do you feel? And who have you got here that or haven't got here?
Yeah, no, we're really happy. We're a big college. We've got a lot of boys to pick from. We've got 14 in the Devils Academy. So we'll have about 2 or 3 of those boys, including Sam Green, Lockie Bors, Boom, and I think that's it actually, just the 2 there. So, but we've got a lot of experienced club players, and so we're looking for, we're pretty even across the board. So I think that we're in for a good showing today.
It makes for a very exciting game. I know Cameron Blight's very excited. I know you are. We're all pumped out here. There's just a different kind of atmosphere with school football, isn't it? It's just something they just play really for their schools. How important is that?
Yeah, exactly right. I've been talking to the boys. They will, in 3 or 4 years, they will not remember a boring old maths class or an English class. What they will remember is this game today, and as our old scholars talk about now. So we try and get a lot of old scholars back here. They meet and enjoy each other's company, and so our boys are certainly up for this. It's a great opportunity. They got out of last class as well, so it's a double bonus for them.
All right, well, good luck today, mate. We're looking forward to the game as it unfolds over the next couple of hours. And, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, good luck with the call, actually. Terry and yourself, Guy, so it'll be battle of the mic, won't it?
Yeah, of course. No, actually, at least I haven't got Andrew Hopwood this time. I'll get a word in. Or you.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly right. No, good calling, Guy.
Okay, thank you.
So those coaches' words, Guy, very wise indeed. You can see these boys are in very good hands with 2 experienced and passionate coaches in Blair Brownless and Cameron Blight. We've got a few moments. How about we just talk through the teams a little bit here?
Yeah, all right. Let's have a look at that Guilford young side as we see them warming up out there, Terry, on the southern side of the ground there. As we look, we see Jack Silver across the back line, as far as I can see, as the teams will line up. Jack Silver, brother of Alex, plays a little bit with Clarence. Actually, he'll be on the forward line there. Let's go from the back line. Sam Dixon, and then we've got Sam Major, Tom Hugo. Tom plays with Clarence. Sam Major, he's a grade 12 boy. We've got Kyle Coburn, who plays North Hobart Development League. He's a year 11 boy, so we expect good things from him. Max College, I'd say that'd be the son of the former captain North Hobart, your old teammate, League College. So
League College.
And right next to him, Pants Downey's son, Shorts Downey. That's Jacob Downey. So he's quite a good cricketer, and of course he's playing a bit of football this afternoon. I think he's a former academy player, and he's turned a little bit to cricket, but he'll be playing for his school today, which is fantastic. Cross the centre line, Lachlan Borsboom.
Now, Lockie, I'll interrupt there, Guy, another former academy boy in the football, but also a cricketer. Scored 190 against Hutchins in the cricket over the summer. So they'll be wanting to get their little bit back on him.
Yes, no doubt, and no worry. There's no doubt about some of these kids are just such gifted athletes, aren't they? They play all different types of sports. Isaac Manson, that's a famous name from out Glenorchy. You might remember James Manson, another one of your former teammates that went on to have a fantastic career with Collingwood. We've got Lewis Edwards, Jack Silver, I mentioned before. We've got Sam Rose lining up in front of the goals, and Alex Continenza. Now, Alex is a former junior. He's won the Best and Fairest Association, Best and Fairest in the juniors there. Yep. Noel Brownless, son of Blair. Of course, he's got a lot of height, so he'll be playing in the ruck with Sam Green and Carl Glenarder. I've got Will Collins, Archie Sward, Jason Gridley and Will Tomlin on the bench. We might be running out of time at this point to run through the Hutchins side as the teams line up. We're not too far off from the centre bounce.
Yeah, not far away, Guy, but just quickly through, you've got your Will Hodgman at full back, very reliable defender there. Down the spine, they've got a very capable spine. Harry Island playing with the Devils at the moment, and tall, lanky lad, very capable. In the ruck there, Tol Savage come back to football, hadn't played since under 10s, and he's made a comeback and holding his own in the ruck. You've got Tomo Reeves in the middle there for them. Some other names, Jack Tilley, a Clarence player at centre-half forward. So pretty evenly matched. It's going to be hard to pick a winner at this stage. It'll all unfold before our eyes, Guy.
Yes, looking forward to it here we go. We've got to start here. Hutchins versus Guilford Young College here at WM Oval, and away they go.
Brownless versus Savage. I think Brownless got the tap down. It's first ball to Guilford Young. They've kicked it forward to the half-forward flank, out pretty wide. It's going to be who wants it the most. It's Harry Island in there first, and it's Spit Stacks on the mill here. Maybe a free kick to to Tane Suki. He got his body in there and took the advantage of getting in there first. It's a beautiful pass down the wing.
Okay, so the boy from Dodgers Ferry, he hits up Lockie Prescott there, down towards the middle of the centre of the centre half forward position. And Savage, he takes the mark, looking forward, kicks it to the top of the square. Is there a flyer? Off hands. And there we go, number 29. He tries to get a handle Lewis Drury. It stacks on the mill there, and the umpire will say, give it to me for a ball up. Right close to the goal line there for Hutchins. Just where they'd like it.
Nice work there from Lockie Prescott too. He followed up his play and he's ended up down there competing again. The ball's knocked out towards the centre half forward position for Hutchins. It's pretty busy in there as Sam Green comes out with it. He gives it off. Tane Suki again here onto the left.
A nice little pass on the left. And the umpire's blowing the whistle. It looks like he might be getting a free after the... Or is it out of bounds, Terry?
Kick downfield, I think.
Oh, yes, okay. Missed that one.
So it's going to go to...
the Hutchins player.
Let me have a look who this is.
Yeah, so he might have been cleaned up there. I think Suki got cleaned up just in the last minute. So
Jack Tilley, the natural footballer guy.
Yes.
Very, very dangerous player up forward. Wouldn't have the ball in anyone else's hands at this point in time. Probably the best shot on goal that Hutchins have. And I hope I don't put the mockers on him. It looks like I have. It's floated right across the face. Lewis Drury's claiming the mark, but I don't think he had it first dibs.
I think that came off the hands of Will Cooper there. And a little bit of argy-bargy down there in that forward pocket for Hutchins there. So it'll be a ball up nice and deep there. So, and up we go. And there's no love lost between these two clubs as the ball comes out for Guilford Young. Pretty quick hands there, and that's nice moving there by Kyle Coburn. But he's kicked it straight down the throat of the Lauderdale player. The Hutchins player. And he kicks inboard, but no one can get a handle on it as the ball comes through and goes out of bounds.
Very close to the boundary, and it's taken over by Nick Smart, the street sweeper. Waiting for a throw in here. The sides will set up for this stoppage. And dangerous time for Guilford, just inside their 50.
And of course the Hutchins boys, they know this ground, they know where the best pockets are, and of course fast hands from the Hutchins boy, gets it across to the, can't quite get it to his teammate, and then goes to the hands of the Guilford young boy, and of course it's going out over
out of the full there, guy. On the full, Tomo Reeves has got the footy.
So he's in the play quite a bit so far, Tomo. He's kicked the ball down to Sam Major there. And he can't get a handle on it, and the ball's loose here. No one can pick it up.
Hutchins got it through Drury. He's had a snap. Don't tell me. He's kicked it from the pocket on the impossible angle, almost an Eddie Betts-like goal, and the Hutchins boys are getting around him.
Oh, you'd have to be very happy. That was a great goal there. Just very quick thinking there by Lewis Drury. He's a bit of a cricketer, Terry. And of
absolutely,
course,
in the academy.
And we'll watch again. He picks it up straight onto the boot. He who hesitates, he didn't hesitate on that occasion. And of course, if we look towards the scoreboard there, that's the first score of the game as we look to the Sandy Bay Bakery scoreboard. And as 6 points to none.
The night.
So back into the centre now. We've got our on-ballers trying to get their advantage, make a 50-50 to their advantage, getting the right positioning. Good work, ruck work from both players there as Zach Adams gets the clearance. Oh. Big fly, and we'll pay that. We'll pay that to Neo Butler. He's known for his spring-heeled antics, and he's been doing that sort of thing since under H, has Neo?
Oh, that's a great kick up to the wing, and it looks like we've got Ben Farrell. He's got his eyes on the ball, runs out. Have a look at that mark again, Terry. Oh. And he's just snatched it out of the air, and they're the ones we come to the football to watch,
aren't they? He's been watching Liam Ryan on the weekend, I think.
Okay, as the two ruckmen do battle there, it falls in favour of Hutchins now. The ball comes out, it's sharked there by Sam Green. He gets it further afield. It goes into the hands of Ben Farrell. He's tackled there, and he's going to be rewarded there, Alex Continenza from Clarence there. So he's looking further afield. He's composing himself there. Nice little chip pass there.
Good loose checking by the Hutchins backmen. And he's just outside 50, has another look at a pass, and Tomo Reeves cuts it off with one hand and plays onto the left foot, wasting no time to Mac Evans. Mac will have a bounce. Mac's a fine footballer, a nice little left foot on him. And he's hit that one a little bit low, tried to pinpoint it. And what do we got here? It's a play advantage.
Lachlan Ballsboom, that was good thinking there. He just played on, and a nice pass here and a great mark there by Cal Glenada. Cal plays for Lauderdale on the Eastern Shore there. And it was great. Actually, I've got that. It's Isaac Manson.
Isaac Manson, yep.
So,
a big, strong player is Isaac, and
Hero number 2.
he's in the wrong pocket. I think he is a right footer. He might have to banana this or try and steer through the drop punt. He's going the drop punt, and it's across the face out on the
Take your
full.
boots off, Tom.
So we're seeing some good skills here so far, Terry. Normally it's quite scrambly at the start of the game, but some good marking.
Yep.
And
Yep, just these targets. They boys need to hit the targets.
nice little chip kick there, kicks to advantage, but it is an advantage there. Puts him under a lot of pressure there, the Hutchins boy there. But they managed to come out somehow. Although, no, it falls into the hands of, looks like Ben McGross. He has a shot for goal.
He's kicked it.
And he's kicked the goal. He's returned fire. So there we go, 6 points apiece. Hutchins, 6-1 goal, clean, insane. GYC.
So you're trying to say goal each, yes?
Yeah, goal apiece. So I couldn't get any closer, Terry, here. So great pressure there. And we're 6 minutes and 20 minutes into play, 6 minutes, 20 seconds into play. And that was nice. Just really quick thinking with both ends of the ground, both those goals.
Yep, boys taking the most of their opportunities on both occasions there. So I think, Guilford look a little bit, just a little bit more desperate at the moment. They're sort of getting to the ball first.
Savage gets the tap down to the advantage of his player, but it comes out and Guilford take control as they kick it towards the centre half forward position.
Nice handball from Alex Continenza off the deck.
And he puts Lachlan Borsboom into a little bit of trouble there. And of course, the Hutchins boys been rewarded there. So good work there by Axel Moore, son of Terry Moore, the former North Hobart champion. Played for Tasmania as well. And he plays on well, he evades.
He's taken him on, and he's got the 1-2. No, Tomo Reeves has got it back. And a long bomb into the forward line. Jack Tilley. Excellent play from Hutchins. Jack Tilley reads the ball so well. He reads it a couple of steps ahead of your average defender, and he knew where that was going to be.
And he's really looking good so far, isn't he, early in this game? And that was a good play there by Axel Moore, your son there, mate. He did a good job. I don't want you being biased here this afternoon either. But
you can talk about it.
Yeah, of course. But plays with North Hobart and also the state team. As we look at the shot, and it's just a little bit offline, and so Hutchins just edges a point in front.
Guilford taking the kick in. Nice long one outside 50. And it's a loose ball. Who's going to take this? I think Hutchins have got onto it. Good little handball off, and another goal coming up. I think it was Will Hodgman. I've had him down at full back, but gee, he must have snuck up.
Was it Will Hodgman, was it?
I thought it was number 27.
Just have a look at that.
I don't think so, though. Let me have a look.
Could be 21, no? Good hands there as they slip through there. And I think you're right, it is 27. So Jack Gunson.
Rightio.
So well done to that player. So good play so far here today.
Really good if I could read.
Coach Blight would be very happy. 2 goals, 1 plays, 1 goal.
Yep. I put the mockers on Guilford. I said they were looking the better there early, and the Hutchins have kicked 1-1 after I said that. So I better be careful what I say, hadn't I? Here they go back in the middle, and
Brownless and Savage to do battle. The ball comes out to the advantage of Guilford Young. Big kick down towards the top of the square
towards
there.
Manson, and roving at the back. Guilford Young player has just hooked it a little bit. I think it might have been Will Collins coming in off the bench there.
And looking very dangerous too, so he just missed that, edged that off. So that'll just go through for a minor score. Hutchins, 2-1-13. Guilford Young, 1-1-7. As the Hutchins boy kicks towards the top of the square there. Oh, and that's not a bad kick. The ball comes through. Oh, he's caught there.
Joey Harrison, young fella in grade 10. He's smallest player on the field, I reckon, but the gutsiest. He's very, very hard at it.
And Savage wins
look
that
at this beautiful run through by Tomo Reeves. He's kicked long into the forward line. Can we get a handball away? Zach Fair's got that one. He's given it off to Will Cooper, who's given it off, but straight into the arms of the Guilford player. And Tomo Reeves has backed it up and banged it out on the full. And they'll be lucky to get that ball back. That's gone 5 stories high into the hedge. There it is now. It's just dropped out. So Guilford taking the free kick, the Max College, I think this is, Lee's son.
So a nice big drop, punt up towards the wing area. It might have been a push out there, but the ball's really running well for them, but it's plucked off by the Hutchins boy, back into the hands of the Guilford young boy. And out it comes their way. So it looks like Henry Luders, he can't quite get a handle on it. Big handball there across, and nice play there. He can't quite grab it. There was Zach Adams, but he's still following that ball and charging
really
on with
well,
the
Zach.
handball. He got tackled with it.
He doesn't want it! He doesn't want it!
He's got the free there.
He's playing good footy, Zach. He's hard at it. And he was the one who wanted that ball the most. He's lobbed a big high one into the hot spot here. And no marked. Alex Cotton-Endress off the hands of the pack through for a behind.
All right, so got Will Hodgman taking the kick out. He passes in. He goes into the hands of Tomo Reeves. He's had a lot of the ball so far this afternoon. He spots out a player there. He's got 2 players on their own. Looks like that might be Ned Spiden.
Yeah.
Ned, he's found someone. It kicks to a contest. Nice big jump there by, that was Zach Fair, but he couldn't quite grab it.
Henry Luders got his head over the ball there, Henry, as usual. And Joey Harrison, 2 of the hardest at it boys from Hutchins there. And it's a bit of stacks on the mill and a ball up. Young Maxi College going up for the ruck there. And through hard comes Tomo Reeves again. Running the ball beautifully here to the dangerous hands of Mac Evans on the left foot. And he goes for goal. And Lewis Drury. Oh, Zach Fair got in his way. He's kicked it straight up in the air. It's got to be play on, but dangerous for Guilford. Can they get out of this? Nowhere to go, Dubby. There's Charlie Zeman. He's dragged off the footy.
And that'll be Jacob Downey there. He's a great tackle there, Jacob Downey. So he'll be rewarded for that. And it was a good effort there by the Hutchins boys, but they just couldn't quite get the score. I noticed Lewis Drury, he knows where they are. He has a crack every time. And, the big flyer from Hutchins. The ball comes out in their favour there as it goes across. Some fast hands. Gee, that's working. Turns back into play there, Nick Smart. And it turned over there, but it's... that's too
a little
high.
bit high there from our big ruckman there.
Savage just got him a little bit high, so the ball comes down. That's a nice little pass there. That goes into the hands of Sam Green. Sam Green looks further afield, and he spotted someone out. And, he's... great mark there. That was a great job there by Will Hodgman. He's in the play quite a bit. He tries to switch the play. Very dangerous there. And that falls into the hands of Will Collins. So Will's made a bit of his name in cricket circles. He's the brother of Sam, who's doing so well with the Devils.
Out of Jackie and David.
Yep. So he's lining up there. Grandson of the great Dickie Collins.
Yeah, there's a bit of pedigree here. And I'd say he's a pretty reliable kick, that goal too, is Will. He almost chalked this one down. Yeah, good play by Will Hodgman to mark that ball coming in, but and that's just really dangerous crossing the play there to a 50-50.
So that just veers off to the left and goes through for a minor score. So they move up 6-2, 8, 6-3, and 9. So they're not bothering the scoreboard as hard as Hutchins are, but it's still only early days. There's not much in it as the ball comes out. Ooh, and that's going to roll out of bounds.
Zach Adams again there in the thick of it.
It's not a bad afternoon here, Terry, this afternoon down at the WMO in Sandy Bay. The sun's shining and a great day for footy. I've been out on the deck, as you know. I interviewed the coaches and it's in fine condition. It's a great ground, the WMO.
Beautiful ground. Does hold a bit of water once the winter sets in.
So Savage and
nicely rove Joey Harrison there off the pack, but he's got collared again by the bigger Guilford boys. Back into the hands of the Hutchins player who's turned it over. And it's bounced back again to Guilford, and he's called play on. He's outside 50, going for the long bomb into the square. Almost a hold on Manson there, Isaac Manson.
Yeah, they've really spotted him up. There's he had 2 on him at that point, so it was probably good defence there by the Hutchins boys, but probably unlucky not to get a free. But he was playing a little bit for it, and. There we go, it's in that dangerous area as a snap by
College. Into the hands of Harry Ireland, and what's happening here? Harry strolls out of the back pocket and bombs a long one down to the wing to Axel Moore.
He does battle with Jason Gridley there. And the ball comes out, the Hutchins player has it. He's looking for someone to offload it to, and he can't. He might be pinged there, and he has been. So he probably should have gone with that first first option as we see Sam Rose kicking the ball nice and long towards a plethora of Hutchins players, and Will Cooper will take the mark. Oh, actually,
Harry Island gets the free though, so a little bit of interference with Harry there. He's gone hard and low onto the wing there to Henry Luders. He's bombed it a little bit further down the track and rode nicely by Charlie Zeman onto the right foot. He hooks it back into play, looking for his forwards, who couldn't quite see the ball there. Might have been a bit of sun in that, but nice clearance by Guilford, and he's played on, and he's got cold, and he's going to be pinged for holding the ball. Nice tackle by Mac Evans. Very quick thinker, Mac, and he has got a 50. You can absolutely write this one down in the book.
Yeah, actually, you can see why. Cole Coburn came and got a little bit over anxious there, and of course they pushed him back. So that'll put him in range, Terry.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. What is he? 30, kicking from about 25 out. He dobbed 2 from 40 out last game, 2 within 2 minutes against Scotch up there in Launceston. Shouldn't have any trouble with this one. Mac Evans strolls in, bangs it straight over the goal umpire's head, who does not have to move.
So the goal umpire doesn't move, and of course they edge a little bit further forward here. 16 minutes into the first quarter, Hutchins, they go 3, what's the score on 3-1-19, so they've been very accurate.
To 1 goal, 3-9. So same scoring shots, 10 points the difference.
That does make the difference in big matches.
Good kicking is good football.
Yes, good wise words there from Terry Moore, the former North Hobart champion, as the ball comes to the middle of the ground. And we have the big rucks, Noel Brownless and
big Toll
Savage.
Back in there. Here they go, the Gladiators.
Brownless gets to the better this time. The ball call comes out, but good work there by the Hutchins player, Charlie Harrison.
Through again, Joey, and gives it off. Look at Tomo Reeves, gives a short little kick. Handball smothered by Guilford. Nice work. And out it comes towards the Guilford forward line. Neo Butler snags that one, gives it off to Harry Island. He shakes one tackle and another and gets his kick away. And Guilford grab it, but a strong tackle by Jack Silver there and holds up the play.
And that would be Archie Sward there. So they just got that tackle and that big bounce on the wing there, and the ruckman do battle again. Out it comes towards the Guilford young player. He's caught with it. He hasn't tried to get rid of it there. That was Zach Adams, but he's going to give it to me, the umpire, and rebounce it.
Call comes from the coaches to man up, letting a few players have a bit of space here, and a good mark. I'd almost pay that, but it's been called play on by the umpy. And another grab by Guilford and a hard tackle from the Hutchins player. She's a hot potato. Axel Moore taps one over his head, not quite sure who was behind. He must have heard a voice, but Guilford snaffled it, and what do we got? Another ball up.
No love lost between these two teams.
No,
Guilford young.
We have got a Guilford kick, and he's coming out the northern wing. And a bad spill there from the Guilford player. I think Archie Sward.
He can't get it out. And we got Jack Silver there, caught with the ball there, and the umpire's going to bounce it up there. Plethora of Hutchins players there. Oh, no, he's taking a free kick.
Will Cooper comes out with a kick. This will test Will out. He's probably going to kick from 55. I think that he'll have to put it into the hot spot, which he does. Tomo Reeves is eyeing this one off. But no, the Guilford defence stands tall there and takes a telling mark in the back line and settles things down a little bit.
Okay, likes to kick long. He spotted a player out there, but it looks like it goes over the head of both those Hutchins players and also the Guilford player. The ball comes towards the boundary line. Quick hands by the Hutchins players. Oh, and both teams want this ball badly. And a good fierce tackling, and out it comes again. Number 11 for Hutchins.
Ned Spiden gets it out from Joey Harrison over to Tomo Reeves again, and he pings away towards Zach Fair, but slightly wide and out of bounds. Some strong play there from Harry Island. He really wanted that footy. He was the one who went back for a second effort, a third effort, and ended up winning the footy. That's how it's got to be. The boundary throw-in.
Brownless and Savage do. Nice tap there by Savage into the hands of Tilly. He just breaks free. A big kick down in between the big sticks. No, actually, the umpire, when I first looked at him, I thought it was a goal, but he's just veered a little bit to the left, and that'll go through for a minor score.
Beautiful ruck work. It reminded me of the Paddy Ryder to Robbie Gray tap there last year. Just a little flick over the back, and Tomo Reeves was reading it beautifully. And there's a screamer on the siren at quarter time.
Well, very exciting quarter of football there, Terry. As we look at the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard, there's 20 points to 9. So 11 points the advantage to the Hutchins side. Both teams playing quite desperate football. I think in the scoreline, it's probably the accuracy that's made the difference between the two sides. Both sides looking dangerous at times. And
very much so, and I think they've blown the cobwebs out. I expect this game just to settle down a bit for a bit of cleaner disposal and a little less ball ups. We had quite a few stoppages there in that quarter, and I reckon it might just open up a little bit from here on.
We'll go to a bit of a break, and we'll be back with the second quarter here at the WMO.
Go and have a kick, Guy.
How you doing, brother?
Make a 50-50 to their advantage, getting the right positioning. Good work, ruck work from both players there as Zach Adams gets the clearance. Big fly, we'll pay that to Neo Butler. He's known for his spring-heeled antics, and he's hit that one a little bit low. Tried to pinpoint it. And what do we got here? It's a play advantage.
Lachlan Ballsboom, that was good thinking there. He just played on, and a nice pass here and a great mark there by Cal Glenada. Cal plays for Lauderdale, although no, it falls into the hands of, looks like Ben McGross. He has a shot for goal.
He's kicked it.
And he's kicked the goal. He's returned fire. So there we go, 6 points apiece. Hutchins, 6-1 goal, clean, insane.
A goal. And it's a loose ball. Who's going to take this? I think Hutchins have got onto it. Good little handball off, and another goal coming up. I think it was Will Hodgman. I've had him down at full back, but gee, he must have snuck up.
Was it Will Hodgman, was it? Pass there, that goes into the hands of Sam Green. Sam Green looks further afield, and he spotted someone out, and gee, he's great mark there.
Can't quite see the ball there. Might have been a bit of sun in that, but nice clearance by Guilford, and he's played on, and he's got collared, and he's going to be pinged for holding the ball. Shouldn't have any trouble with this one. Mac Evans strolls in, bangs it straight over the goal umpire's head, who does not. That's how it's got to be. The boundary throw-in.
Brownless and Savage do. Nice tap there by Savage into the hands of Tilly. He just breaks free. A big kick down in between the big sticks. No, actually, the umpire, when I first looked at him, I thought it was a goal, but he's just veered a little bit to the left. back. A big welcome back here to the WMO. A big hello to all those people live streaming out there. I hope you're enjoying this game as Hutchins hold on to a lead of 11 points. And it's been quite an exciting game. Terry, how are you seeing the game unfold so far?
Yeah, look, pretty even really in general play. You know, there's a little bit of a battle of the back lines between half forward for each team. But look, Hutchins just made more of their opportunities. They've got a very dominant player in Thomas Reeves. Aka DeGoey is his nickname. So he's really playing well. Mac Evans across the centre there as well. Harry Ireland doing a very good job at centre half back. And Jack Tilley up forward. So they've probably got 3 or 4 dominant players that are just holding the edge at the moment. Isaac Manson was prominent there.
Yeah, just on Isaac, he's looking dangerous. They're double teaming him a little bit. He looks like a really strong forward there. So the defences are holding quite well there for Hutchins, I'd say, and it should be an exciting last second quarter here, just about to unfold. If you're the coach of the Guilford young side, if you're Blair Brownless, what would you be saying to your charges, Terry?
I'd be probably saying just be accountable. Make sure you know who you've got. And communicate with each other. Make sure those Hutchins boys are covered.
Okay, so we see Noel Brownless line up against Savage there from Hutchins. These two are fairly even combatants, aren't they? No one's really getting a real edge over the other players. The ball comes down to the Hutchins' favour, so won by Savage. Good hands out the back to Axel Moore. He butters up, he looks down towards the centre half forward position. The ball comes out. And it's looking dangerous here. Big kick off. Oh, it's well tackled, and of course the ball's going to go out of bounds.
Coming through hard.
Yeah, they're looking after their teammates there. And
could be a free given away here if Guilford aren't careful. Pushing Will Cooper into the concrete wall wouldn't be the done thing. But no, good clearance there. Charlie Zeman banged that one in forward, and Jack Tilley gave it off to Lockie Prescott. Here we go again. Savage in the ruck. Brownless. Savage over the back. A smart tap into the dangerous spot, but Guilford clear it well. And into the centre, Tane Suki goes high for that one, but roving down the back. Alex Continenza gives it once. Wanted the 1-2, but good vision from that Guilford player. Alex Continenza follows up and gets the kick away. And I think he's kicked a goal. Excellent play from Alex Continenza. Absolute brilliant play.
He ran through the centre of the ground. He gave off. He ran into position and under pressure, and that was great pressure from the Hutchins player. He kicked a magnificent goal there, and that will really lift the Guilford young team there. And that was a clever little pass off to the right-hand side there. Great handball, bang, and away we go. So a great start for the Guilford young side.
Absolutely.
And we look to the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard, and of course it's only 5 points of difference.
On that mood food replay, we saw Alex follow up. It's just vintage Alex Continenza there, back in the middle.
The big ruckman. And again, Savage wins it out, and the ball comes streaming through. It looks like that's Lewis Edwards there. And a little bit of a knock on there by the Hutchins player. Falls into the hands of the Guilford young. He's tackled well. Probably didn't have time to get rid of it. He's been given a push.
Back from Charlie Zeman. A good tackle, I thought, but he's up and about and switched it beautifully out of the back line. They're obviously under instruction there. As Harry Ireland butters up on this one, he knocks it towards Axel Moore. Gets it knocked away from him, and the Guilford player, number 9, comes through. There's Alex Continenza again, gives it off. And Axel follows up, bangs it out to the wing into some space. And who we got here? Will Cooper keeps it in. Nice little dab across to his ruckman, Savage, who knocks it on again into the hands of Borsboon. And he goes the kick, smothered by Moore. And out the back to Butler, who knocks it on towards Continenza. It's a bit of aerial ping-pong here. Forward for Guilford.
Moore hit over the ball, gets the kick out, turns around. Well done. Straight into the arms of the player in Zach Adams. Zach Adams kicks it back to the Hutchins boy, which is Ben Farrell. Ben Farrell kicks it wide, goes out to Harry Ireland. Harry Ireland looks further afield. And, we're not spotting up so well, the two teams there, as he kicks it to Zach Adams.
You can see what they're trying to do, Guy, can't you? It's just not quite carrying it off at the moment.
Just a little bit more composure. I don't reckon he'll get that mark, Harry Ireland. He came from behind.
Sam Rose.
They have paid it to him.
Yeah,
wow. He was very lucky to get that one. And the ball moves into the hands of the Guilford young player. It's a little bit scrambly there, but out it comes. And the umpire's going to give him the back, I
went back in hard there. It was not Neo Butler, but he's forward now. Oh, and a beautiful mark from Zach Fair. He's opportunist, Zach, a very good player, grade 10 boy. I think he had a rest from footy last year, but he's come back into it this year. Good cricketer, very, very good cricketer. Obviously, his dad was a senior umpire.
And the boys are being rewarded when they move the ball quickly. It's really opening up the game, both ends of the ground. He kicks, it veers a little bit to the left, but straight through, and that's a good goal there for Hutchins.
A good answer. Good answer at the All Aerobics goal end.
We look at the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard now, and Hutchins moved to 26, Guilford Young 15. 11 points the difference.
Watch this kick again on the Mood Food replay. Flawless technique from Zach. For a big boy, he's moved beautifully. He's got a lovely ball drop, kept his head over the ball, straight through the middle.
We see that one again thanks to the Move Food replay. We thank all our sponsors here today. Banjo's Bakery, Sandy Bay. All Aerobics Fitness as the ball comes out to Guilford Young, down towards their centre half forward line. And no one can really get a handle on the ball here. Very scrambly play. Both teams want it, desperate to get that ball.
The bull trying to get out of the pack there. Young Axel Moore, and he's...
he doesn't like it there. He's got a bit of treatment there, so the ball will go up towards the centre half forward for Guilford Young. Ball comes out, quick hands, some great hands there.
Zach Adams getting a bit of the ball now, young Zach, and he's kicked it forward. Roving the pack is the big ruckman, Noah Brownless. And out the back, though, Hutchins give it away. Tane Suki blasts it towards the wing. Charlie Zeman copped one in the back, I thought. And
the umpire saw it the same way, Terry.
That was Sam Green. Just a little shove on Charlie there.
Thomas Reeves, we see the replay there. And the ball's, definitely in the back there for that one. Okay,
so we're down in the Hutch. We're back out on the wing now. Guilford clearing kick
through Jason Grindley
and
Alex
Continenza again.
He puts his head down over the ball, very reminiscent of his father there, Carlo Continenza.
Oh, yeah, Carlo was a hard man.
Champion, yes. So he plays very similar type of game as
in and
his
under.
dad.
Takes no prisoners, and his son's just the same.
So Axel Moore looking to get the ball out, but good defensive work by Coburn. Wraps him up, and it'll be another ball up just in front of the scoreboard there. The big ruckman do battle. Savage doing a great job there. Ball comes out to his teammate.
Mac Evans got a smothered kick, and Zach Adams again. Sam Green over to Continenza. Three dangerous players at the moment. Hutchins may need to do something about those three.
And moving the ball very well down towards the forward line with some fast hands and some clever kicking.
Hodgman, he got legged and the ball's out of bounds. We'll see if the umpire thinks that was a free, and it is to Hodgman. And he's going to go across goals again. He's not shy about doing that. He got caught out once earlier, but off to Neo Butler, who ticks one over the top. They've opened up some space now. And Thomas Reeves, DeGoey, has the ball on the halfback flank. Looks for another short one to Axel Moore. They're picking their way through here. Can he find someone? He can in Mac Evans. Gee, they're moving the ball. This is good ball movement.
Yeah, very good teamwork, and this has probably been one of the best passages of play so far as they work their way out of the back line. They switch to the other side of the ground, and they've hit the full forward.
Beautiful.
And that was textbook stuff there. As
Lewis Drury unselfishly. Mac Evans, very dangerous. Followed up, saw some space, not afraid to go into it and get the 1-2.
I'd say Cameron Blight will be very happy with his charges with that passage of play.
They've trained a lot to pull those sort of things off, and it's lovely when it all comes together like that. That makes the coach very happy. Not that he's hard to please, Cameron, but he would like that one.
And he lines up about 35 to 40 metres out, kicks with his left foot, veers a little bit to the left, and that'll go through for a minor score. So Hutchins, 27 play, Guilford Young, 15.
2-goal difference.
And there's the pass out. Goes in the hands of
Sam
Major.
Looks for another short one, but it was risky, and they've dropped it. And
he
a
got
high tackle from Harry Island on the Guildford player. And he's coming back to Sam Green. He's called to play on.
Yeah, he looked to offload it. He's changed his mind. And he picks out there Will Collins. So fine mark there, Will Collins. Looks to use the ball wisely. Decides to kick long down to the half-forward flank territory. The punch by the Hutchins boys.
Tane Suki hard at it and gets the kick away. And Mac Evans again on that left, trusty left, finds Harry Island out on his own on the wing. Blasts it to the hot spot, centre forward. He's picked someone out here. Two Hutchins boys spoiling each other. Lewis Drury came in late. Probably should have left it to Harry Black.
Harry Black had eyes only for the ball. As the ball steers down the Guilford Young, they want to make him pay for that one. And that looks like Zach Adams. He's had a lot of the ball as he kicks the ball long down to the pocket area. Ooh. Big flyer there, can't quite take the mark. So Hutchins come away with it. And there he is again, Zach Adams. He's seeing a lot of the ball there. So they do need him to fire as he kicks. If he sends it inboard again. And no, the Hutchins boy almost dangerous. Marks. And that was Kyle Coburn. He's played well so far today. Great tackle there, but the player didn't have the ball.
It's Harry Island back there now, so he's all over the place at the moment. He could be on the ball. By the looks of things, he's been started at centre-half back, but a moment ago he was up forward, and now he's down back. Let's see. A knockdown by the Hutchins ruckman. Bursting through the pack. We've got George McShane, gives that one out the back. That's good play. Going backwards to go forwards, the kick down to the wing, and a little bit of a bump in the back off the ball there, I thought, but it's allowed to play on.
Yep, Zach Adams playing very well, keeps the ball moving forward for his team.
Joey Harrison put his body on the line there and rewarded with the free kick. He crosses it again dangerously.
Yes, they've done it a couple of times, Hutchins, and they've got to be careful. It's good to do that, but
he's in trouble here.
Sure you got the players in the right position to do that, and the pressure was on there by Guilford Young, and he was lucky enough to get the kick. So I don't know. I don't think he'll kick. Oh, he's inboard there. He's found the player.
He has found Jack Tilley, who's come up from centre half forward to get that one. He's gone wide to the wing to Henry Luders. Luders down the wing to Axel Moore, I think, who's come off the bench.
Just ran himself in a nice little position to receive that mark. Looking down the ground, he sees a player, Hutchins player, nice little pass. Can't quite take the mark, so it's going to fall in the favour of the Guilford young boy. That's Jacob Downey. Nice little pass there by Jacob Downey. Shorts Downey.
Sam Green.
To Sam Green. Sam Green.
Senior Clarence player.
Senior Clarence player. Big kick, can't find someone, so he kicks to a contest there. And big pack fly. Harry Island almost takes the mark, but can't quite. So the ball's pushing forward for Guilford Young. Some fast hands again. And here he is, Alex Continenza. He's been really dangerous. That was a great handball. But an equally great tackle there by the...
Tane Suki.
Tane Suki. He came in, he gave it to him, and the boys are standing up for each other.
Jack Silver didn't like it. And Tane's the recipient of the 50-metre penalty there. It was a brilliant handball by Alex Continenza. Unfortunately, Jack took a little bit too long, and Tane's a former state sprint champion, so he's got pretty good closing speed.
You wouldn't want him around you then, under those circumstances. But they're taking control of the ball again there through Archie Sward. He finds another player in Kyle Coburn. He's been good today, Kyle. He can't quite get his teammate, but they've still got the advantage here. Although, having said that, it's just come out into the hands of the Hutchins players. And
Harry Black on the wing.
Black's going to steady it there. He spots up a player there. So they're creating opportunities here, the Hutchins boys. They're looking to move the ball quickly. And he's gone for the switch, and he's got a couple of players out there. They can work it out between them. They could raffle it. As we see Harry Island.
Made a meal of it there, the two of them, Henry Luders and Harry Island. But they're... you see with young fellas, they get frustrated. If something doesn't quite go right, they do tend to fire up and get quite frustrated. And sometimes that frustrates
him inside out. He kicks onto the left. And has he got someone there? Nice play there by, that's Jason Gridley.
Yes, a good player, Jason, and academy player previously, and he cleared that really well. Followed it up, and he's got the stoppage on the half-back flank now. Yeah, short on options there, Mac. He ran well in there, but he was left with just a small forward to kick to. So the bigger forwards had already led. He may well have been better off kicking it earlier than that. Comes Axel Moore trying to follow this one through. He's lost sight of it. It's over to Jack Tilley off the left, off a step. And what do we got? Looks like a shepherd off the ball by Zach Fair, and the free kick to the Guilford player, and he's gone out to the other pocket.
Coburn again. Coburn kicks down towards Will Collins. Will Collins looking to handball, offloads it. Back to Coburn. These guys are working well together. Another handball. They're really starting to move well. Coburn, a bit of magic there. He's turning him inside out.
He's gone too far with it, unfortunately. And
it was probably a little bit unlucky to be pinged there, Terry.
Yeah.
I thought it was just... It would have been really uplifting to see that come off then, and but he's got ping for holding on to it too long. So Hutchins,
a little bit of slow moving scoreboard at the moment. The ball's sort of oscillating between the back lines, who are doing very well. Better ball movement from both teams. They really are picking out their targets, switching the play. But we just can't get that clean last kick into the forward line, as Lockie Prescott's unceremoniously dumped off the footy, and the Guilford boys bring it away again. They switch into the middle.
Borsburn, he takes the mark again. He was good early in that first quarter.
It's a beautiful kick.
And he kicks the ball there and picks out Sam Rose. So Sam will line up.
30 out. Slight angle.
He's playing the true full forward position, so you'd imagine you'd put your money on him to put this one away.
I reckon he's a reliable kick if he's up at full forward. And he walks in looking quite confident on the left foot and bangs it through to the goal square. Not quite the distance. Harry Island rows it off the pack and bangs it out of the trouble zone, but into the hands of
Sam Green.
And he gets collared.
Oh, there's a massive
through pretty hard.
Boys.
Good tackle there.
Yeah, that was going to be hard for Mitchell Lister to get through that barrage of Hutchins players there.
So may have actually had a prior opportunity there. Once you take them on and you dip the shoulder, I think if you get tackled, you're deemed to have a prior opportunity. But the umpire's giving him the benefit of the doubt. So the clearance vital. Jack Tilley bangs it high in the air, and it's out of bounds. On the wing, Ned Neo Butler, I think, must have knocked that one out. And the sides will reset. They seem to be getting a few more clearances, Guilford. Probably pretty even though. Will Cooper.
It's a really tight contest here at the WMO as we move 17 minutes into the second quarter. Neither team's really bothering the scoreboard at this over the last few minutes, and both teams desperately want to score. Hutchins would love to just take their lead a lot further forward, and of course GYC, they just want to get back into the game and kick another goal and just really start to close things up.
Yeah, I think the next goal will be very, very important. It'll give Guilford real momentum going in at half-time if they can snag one back here. And if Hutchins get one, well, it's going to be a little bit blowing out a little bit and quite dangerous for Guilford. So pretty important time. If someone can step up, do something special, or do the basics really well, it could make all the difference. Cooper flies for that one, drops it, it's out the back, Guilford, and the kick straight into the Hutchins boy, who puts his body in. He cops one high, and he's going to be called a ball up again. There's a lot of push and shove, a lot of niggle, a bit of passion in the game. Don't mind it, as long as they keep it under control.
A nice little tap down though by Brownless. He gets in the hands of Silver. Silver dishes it off out to Green. So moving the ball well here, and Green back in. And Harry Island really doing well in defence there, working his way through traffic, and he's moved
really
the ball well up into
on
the forward line. And that looks like Carl Glenarda clearing the ball, but he's kicked it straight into the hands of the Hutchins boy, the full forward.
Zach Fair, he kicks it long. Oh, the big fly. And cleared again by Guilford. They're really holding strong down there, but they've banged it back out again.
That was Adams who kicked the ball to Nick Smart. Nick Smart lining up, kicked a goal last week, hasn't quite got the legs. And he caught high there, so that was around the neck, so he'll take a shot.
And that's Will Cooper.
Will Cooper. Now, he's got quite a tight angle there, Terry, but he's having a look.
He's not a real reliable kick, Will, but he does seem to average a goal a week.
So this could be the one.
This could be his goal.
It'll be a good goal from that angle.
Real vital one for Hutchins. Takes his time. He's been playing reserves for North Hobart.
It's not a bad kick off the boot, just across the face of goals and through for a minor score. No, he's taking the mark. And that looks like Jacob Downey there. Wants a bit of space. Kicks to a contest here. And there's a siren for half-time. Wow.
Tight quarter. Very
It certainly
tight.
was. No beg your pardons out here today, Terry, at the WMO. And Hutchins, we'll look at that Jackson Motor Company scoreboard and get back to you for a bit of a summary of this first half. Terry Moore, but Hutchins a 27 to Guilford Young 15. So there is a 17-point difference, and what are we looking at? 12-point difference. Sorry, a 12-point difference. But really, it's you'd rather have the lead at this point in the game because the scores are not coming easy.
No, they aren't, and it's very tight, very tight. So battle of the back lines, and that Guilford back line really teaming well together. You know, young Jacob Downey certainly doing a great job down there. Maxie Colley, Sam Major, Kyle Coburn, they're all playing well together, as is the Hutchins back line. Harry Island, probably the dominant player down there with Tane Suki, Neo Butler, Henry Luders. So the coaches, they'll need to rev them up at half-time, get the boys focused, get them, keep their minds on the job. It's about, for these guys, a bit about concentration. They're 15, 16, 17-year-olds. They need to keep their mind on the job. And
so much more to come, though.
Guy, what do you think?
Oh, look, I think it's going to be a really set up for a really good last half. But we'll just throw across to a little interview we had a little bit earlier at the All Aerobics studio. As you know, All Aerobics are one of our sponsors here today, are moving soon. And they'll be moving to a new site, and of course they're upgrading with a lot of their equipment.
How exciting.
And Duff went out with his roving camera a little bit earlier today. Let's have a look and see what happened.
Just stand down with Chaz.
Spin classes are a big part of All Aerobics. We've been running them for 20 years, and they're a very, very heavy class on our timetable. Very popular, makes people really nice and fit. Now, we're moving to a new location, as we spoke about before, Terry, and of course with the new location comes new bikes. These ones have serviced us well, but of course we've got the new Spinner Chrono. So if you look over this way, Duff, this is just a bit of a pop-up banner. The bikes will be arriving as we move in our great new spin studio. These bikes work on a magnetic force, and they show your wattage, also your heart rate, your reps per minute, so they're showing the cadence, and it's going to help us take our spin classes to a new level. So we're doing over 80 group exercise classes a week at All Aerobics, including circuit. We do HIIT classes. We have our Platinum Club, which is our small group personal training. But a big part of training at All Aerobics is our spin classes. We look forward to seeing you very soon at the new centre in Melville Street, All Aerobics Fitness, where fitness is fun.
He was going to play.
Guilford clear it well. And into the centre, Tane Suki goes high for that one, but roving down the back. Alex Continenza gives it once. Wanted the 1-2, but good vision from that Guilford player. Alex Continenza follows up and gets the kick away. And I think he's kicked a goal. Excellent play from Alex Continenza. Absolute brilliant play.
He ran through.
Not Neo Butler, but he's forward now. Oh, and a beautiful mark from Zach Fair. He's opportunist, Zach. A very good player, grade 10 boy.
and they move the ball quickly. It's really opening up the game, both ends of the ground. He kicks, it veers a little bit to the left, but straight through, and that's a good goal there for Hutchins.
A good answer. Good answer at the All Aerobics goal end.
We look at the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard now.
Gee, they're moving the ball. This is good ball movement.
Yeah, very good teamwork, and this has probably been one of the best passages of plays so far as they work their way out of the back line. They switch to the other side of the ground, and they've hit the full forward.
Beautiful.
And that was textbook stuff there. As Alex Continenza, he's been really dangerous. That was a great handball, but an equally great tackle there by the
Tane Suki.
He came in, he gave it to him, and the boys are standing up for each other.
Jack Silver didn't like it. And Tane's
Coburn again. Coburn kicks down towards Will Collins. Will Collins looking to handball, offloads it back to Coburn. These guys are working well together. Another handball. They're really starting to move well. Coburn, a bit of magic there. He's turning him inside out.
He's gone too far with it, unfortunately, and
it was probably a little bit unlucky to be pinged there, Terry.
Yeah.
I thought Nick Smart lining up, kicked a goal last week, hasn't quite got the legs. And he was caught high there, so that was around the neck, so he'll take a shot.
And that's good.
When you talk about AFL champions, this guy I'm about to talk to, he's played with 4 players.
Coming up there.
Sammy, bring the siren up. Hold it down for 3 seconds.
Bloody told me he wasn't going to get injured when he wanted to train before he had a river. I'm like, no. And then Bloody's like, he won't get injured.
Come on, Tom.
Let's go, boys.
Come on. Go, boys. This last one. Come on, boys. Big quarter.
Right, Terry? Well,
Standing up to go.
it'll work.
Welcome back here at the WMO as we head into the final half against Hutchins and GYC. It's been an exciting game so far, and I hope you enjoyed that last little interview at the gym, Terry, at All Aerobics.
Yeah, sensational work there, Guy. It's exciting times for us there. But, the footy, we have Hutchins up by 2 goals and in a very, very tight first half.
Very exciting game. And before we start this final half, I must say, we'd like to welcome Andrew Downey to the commentary team. He's got a bit of a intimate insight to some of those Guilford boys, as you do with the Hutchins boys. And Axel Moore starts the ball rolling as the ball comes out on the half-forward line for Hutchins in this third quarter. Bit scrambly there. And the ball's coming out. I reckon we'll get a ball up here, Terry.
Tomo Reeves has hurt himself there. I don't like the look of that. Zach Fair was on the bottom of that one and comes out with a footy, but it's a toss. A ball up again. The 2 ruckman Brownless wins that one. Cleared by Guilford, but marked by Henry Luders, who takes him on and runs to half forward and drills the pass down the throat of Zach Fair. The smooth-moving Zach Fair, the grade 10 boy with the number 10 on his back.
And he's been really dangerous down there on the forward line for Hutchins. And we'll have a little bit of a look at the goal scorers fairly shortly as we watch him. Oh, nice little chip pass. We get the lead. And he takes a nice mark there. Who we got there, Terry?
Look, I'm going to have to wait till he turns around. It is Jack Gunson, of course. So Jack, a year 12 boy. And... getting a bit of encouragement from the crowd. They want him to kick this one.
It's a bit of a tight angle. He lines up. He fancies himself.
To the river end. It comes off the boot beautifully and sails straight through the middle. That is a beautiful start to the quarter. Lovely kick and good ball movement from the Hutchins team.
Well, that was a great start for them. Just the start they wanted then, and they are up and about as they increase their lead. As the ball comes back to the middle, I'd just like to welcome along Andrew Downey. What do you think of the game so far?
Well, thanks for having me, guys, and thanks to All Aerobics for putting this on. Yeah, awesome game. Like I was speaking to my son Jacob earlier, and he said it's going to be a pretty fiery clash, and I think we can see that. There's no love lost between the two teams, Guy.
Jacob's quite fiery. I've watched him on the back line so far this half. He must get that off his old man as we see the ball come down into the hands of the Guilford young boys. Some good hands there. They're really working the handball well, and he's kicking it the wrong way there as they try to tap and breaking through the middle here. Hutchins, they're just opening it right up.
Some hard tackling there. Charlie Zeman goes in hard for that one with Joey Harrison, and it's a ball up again there. But I'll listen to the coach's address at half time, and he was talking about ball movement. He reckons Hutchins can cut them up with their ball movement. So that's what their aim is. As Tomo Reeve drives forward, and
he's marked behind the line. And it is a point. We might look at that goal line, just have a look at the score, the goal kickers. It's been fairly evenly spread out as we see Mac Evans, Tilly, Gunson, Drury all kicking singles. Or Gunson, he's kicked 2. And for Guilford Young, Continenza and McRoss, single each.
Goal of the day, probably Continenza's. It was a ripper. And Will Cooper lays the tackle. And what do we got? We've got a ball out of play and a throw in. Dangerous time for Guilford. They wouldn't want Hutchins to get another one here. Savage gets the front position in the ruck, taps it over the back, as he has done in the forward line. And Guilford seem to be more aware of that. Gridley clears it towards the wing. Harry Ireland, he'd been very reliable in that second quarter. And he soccers it off the ground to his own advantage. Keeps it in play. Tries to run round one, give the left-handed handball to Ned Spiden, who just gets it on the boot in time, and it's out of bounds.
Playing with quite a bit of confidence there, Harry Ireland. He's playing a little bit of senior football with North Hobart.
And the Devils.
So, I saw Adrian Fletcher out there wandering around looking at some of the players there too. So, no doubt looking at his charges, but also what else might pop up out of these two schools.
Yeah, I think he was quite impressed too. He said he'd noticed a couple of players that could make the grade.
All right, so you've talked quite a bit about the Hutchins players, and Pants or Andrew, you know a few of these boys. A couple have got big careers ahead of them, have they? Some of these boys from Guilford Young?
Not sure about footy, Guy, with their futures, but I suppose cricket, a lot of them play cricket for different clubs around the south of the state, but obviously trying their hand at footy too, and great to see the boys out there on a Tuesday afternoon having a game of footy.
Gee, that was a really good lead there by Lewis Edwards, but he couldn't quite take the mark, and the ball just pops out for the Hutchins boys. He kicks the ball clear, and that'll just bounce out of bounds. Looking dangerous there.
Yeah, they were, weren't they? And it's a play on from the boundary line and a long kick into that dangerous spot again. Harry Island's perched under it, and he takes a reliable mark.
He's been playing with great composure. I mentioned him earlier in the call. Mac Evans, he's played well too for Hutchins. Kicks the ball down towards his teammate in the ruckman. Prescott, sorry. Prescott, another good kick. He spots out a player, and that was good close checking there by the Guildford young player in Coburn. And Coburn's had a good game today. He's played very well in that first half. So
looked very dangerous at times. Yeah, as you know, I know Pants, those cricketers, there's a few there, aren't there? Collins, Borsboom, your own son, Jacob.
Zach Adams,
but they've all played footy as well. They've combined their sports, which is really good to see. Kids can do more than one sport.
As we see a fine one.
Too young, but Guilford giving it off to Continenza running onto it. Can he get it? Ooh,
might have been in the back. No, he's letting it go. He's going to give it the bounce up. Alex not very happy with that one.
I think he might have dived forward, Guy, and dragged the player over him, which is cunning play, but didn't get rewarded that time.
Yeah, so it was probably a good call by the umpire as the Guilford young boy tries to drag the ball towards the goal square, but it'll be a ball up again.
Wrapped up again, that was green. It's very congested in there. Got to be careful with the not giving away a free kick in these circumstances. Joel Selwood's heaven this is, to just plough through and drop and get that high tackle.
In the danger territory here for Guilford Young. They desperately would love a goal here. And it looks like Hutchins are just about to clear the ball. It goes through his legs. This is dangerous. And that's really fast moving. Sam Dixon there. Kicks towards his full forward, but he's not there. In the safe hands of Mac Evans. Mac Evans. He's played well today. Kicks the ball down to a contest there. His ruckman's there. It just goes over his head. Heading towards the boundary line.
And out of bounds. Henry Luders
right here in front of the Duff TV commentary position here. Don't they do a great job with these live broadcasts?
It's fantastic. It opens the game up. You can log on and have a look at it on Duff TV.
Sam Dixon kicks the ball, picks out a player in Continenza. He's had a good game today. He scored a goal. He won't score one from there. He's not sure what to do.
The short man on there, and he ignored him, but he's gone long to the pocket. And a common practice these days, if you haven't got a target, kick it into the pocket. Hopefully it goes out of bounds. You get a ball up, reset, and try and score off the stoppage.
Very wise words from the former Tasmanian player. Well, he was a Tasmanian player back in the late 80s. And I don't think changed. Oh, here we go, around the corner kick.
Dangerous player, Borsboom, but he's just pulled up short with that kick, and Hutchins will clear it nicely to Will Cooper, who just wastes no time and drives the ball round the wing beautifully to Jack Tilley, the natural footballer. Shades the sun from his eyes, looking for a target up forward. He's been called to play on, and he's dodged around beautifully and banged it into centre half forward, looking for Lewis Drury, who's swamped. Double teamed out the back to Gunston. It's kicked two already. Can he get another?
Oh, it just fell into his arms.
Lewis Drury came through, gives it out to Mac Evans, and it could be a free kick, to Lewis Drury, who was smashed after he got rid of that.
You might remember Lewis. No, I think he's been called for a throw. No, he's got the free. Lewis Drury, you might recall, kicked, and we see the replay there. Bang, out it comes. Just fell into his hands. He got the handball off, and it was just dealt with after the handball. And
I think he's milked it a little bit there, but
he'll get the shot on. He did kick a brilliant goal, Pants, there earlier in the game. He kicked the first score for Hutchins.
from that pocket, didn't he, Guy?
Yeah.
The old banana.
And he lines up. He's looking confident. Onto the right boot. A little bit to the right. No, that's a goal. Very happy Lewis Drury.
They get around him.
And they just draw that lead out. They move to 40. GYC 15. Now Blair Brownless will be pulling his hair out. I reckon they desperately need to score here, Guilford Young. I'd throw to Pants for expert comments, but he'll probably start talking about the cricket again, Terry.
No, I think he's got a bit to offer, Pants. If we give him the time, he needs to be given a clear run at it, though. So, Andrew, what do you think they need to do?
I think the problem that Guilford have got, the ball coming out of the centre and not looking for the players. You pointed it out before. There was a short kick on there in the pocket to someone ignored the kick and went long. So I think if they start looking for the man kicking to position, we could see a change here. But Hutchins going forward again.
Oh.
Cut off there by Jacob Downey, the son of Pants Downey, as we just talking to the great man himself, Sam Dixon.
Sam's had a bit of it this quarter, and he looks superbly fit, Sam. He's been an All Aerobics member for the last 3 years.
That's why, Terry, that's why. Okay, as the ball comes out, this could be dangerous here.
Continenza.
He's played well, Continenza of Guilford Young, one of their best, but he kicks it to the Harry Island. Harry Island's been one of the best for Hutchins too. He's had a great game playing out of the back line. As he moves that ball forward, comes out, nice little handball there by Charlie Zeman. Axel Moore, head over the ball, pulls it in. But I reckon it'll be the umpires.
Zeman butted up
sorry,
there, they do look the same.
They do look alike.
The hairdo. But yeah, pretty hard at it, young Charlie. He's coached Charlie through his early football career and always one of the first picked.
So is that looking dangerous here? Yeah. Although the ball comes out to, was that Downey again? Fast hands there. Now they're starting to really work it well out of that back line there. They're picking up players, looking really good. And here it goes to the centre of the ground.
Proprotny.
Thank you there, Downey. Feel free to come in with those names there.
Harry went without it, Harry Island. And
here he is again, buttering up Proprotny.
I don't think we've got him on the list there, Proprotny. So what
number 9, Oscar Proprotny.
Okay, we've got Kyle Coburn. We've been calling Coburn all game, so it's Proprotny.
Right, so he's actually played some senior footy
with Clarence.
Yes, of course. So apologies to Mr. and Mrs. Proprotny, because we've been calling your son as Kyle and Coburn. So and he's been very dominant in that first half, Proprotny.
Pulled out a free there.
He certainly has. And that'll Jack Gunson. Jack Gunson, he's kicked a couple of goals. He's been very dangerous on that forward line. He's been told to play on. Kicks around the corner. And that'll go into the hands of the Guilford Young player.
Defender Green, I think. Switches it.
Yep, he spots up Proprotny again.
What's his first name, Pants?
Oscar Proprotny, of course. Oh, he's caught there. Good work there by
Charlie Zeman.
Played a bit of basketball, young Oscar.
Now Charlie Zeman looks to move it.
Oh, he's gone wide.
Oh, he's seen that player. We haven't seen it out of the corner of his eye.
He's given it to Ned Spiden.
Ned Spiden run in and taken a good mark. That was a great pass.
Ned's a year 10 boy and loves his footy. He's gone up to North Hobart under-18s and is playing up there with his mate Sam Henning, and they're really enjoying it up there.
Yeah, running with the flow of play there. That was a good mark. Not a bad kick off the boot. He lines it up. The goal umpire doesn't move.
Looks good.
And
Hutchins draw away again. Is that goal been put up on that scoreboard yet, or are they up to 52?
31.
Yep, so
46 to 15.
Yeah, great scoreboard. the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard. They've done a great job with that scoreboard. The games I came to watch my son play was one of those hand-fed scoreboards. And it wasn't always up to date, but no, they've done a great job here at Hutchins at the WMO. And Cameron Blythe would be very happy. And his assistant coach, John Fletcher, the great netball umpire. He's a national umpire at netball, has been. So he's coach. And so I'll be very happy there as we see Axel Moore handballing the ball out to the advantage of his teammate. Nice little chip kick down the wing there. And that's been picked up by Gilander.
Harry Island went for that one. He didn't quite get down to the ground to get that ball over the back. Joey Harrison. Lockie Prescott's got it. He gives off the handball, just misses his target, but Harrison backed up, and then it bounced free and ends up in the hands of Harry Island, who steadies down the wing and just miscues it to see the ball go out of bounds right in front of the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard and the Hutchins bench. They have got a talented bench too, Hutchins. As you said, Benny Harrison, the manager, they're all really passionate supporters of young sport, junior sport. Ball back to the middle.
I just can't get it past that centre line, but they're about to now. Yeah, another smother.
There's desperate stuff by Hutchins here, and I think that was a throw, but it's called play on, and almost a mark, but Harry Island butters up again. He's just turning them out time and time again here to Tom Reeves. Tom Reeves spots up Joey Harrison on the wing, and he plays on. Looks further afield with a daisy cutter pass, but not quite there for Lockie Prescott. Mopped up by Guilford and kicked forward, and Harry Island come from nowhere, and he's cleaned up the young Guilford fella and ended up with the footy. Harry is absolutely desperate here. He must know Adrian Fletcher's watching. And Mac Evans butters up out the back, gives it out to Henry Lewis, but the bad bounce. If that Guilford boy had kept his eye on the ball, not the man, he would have got that.
Looking dangerous here. Oh, Zach Adams, he does the handball. Doesn't quite have anyone to go to, and that'll go out of bounds in a very dangerous territory.
It's the replay of this one, and Harry flies high.
Thanks to Mood Food replay there. That was
I think the wind's got up there. It's carrying that ball to that far side boundary, and that one's carried right out of bounds.
Very strong Wesley there. Okay, so it looks like Hutchins will bring it out. He switches play there, Harry. He's playing with a lot of confidence there as he finds Henry Luders. Puts him under the pump, though. There's the handball across. Oh, he's tackled high. Might be a little bit high. And they'll get a shot on.
That's Maxi College.
Yeah, so he'll get a shot in front of goals. He'll be happy to put 6 points up for his team. This will be their first score for the quarter. So what would you be doing, Pants, at this point in time? I know I asked you about what tactics they should take here, Guilford Young, but as he kicks through the ball beautifully there, Max, and kicks the goal, they should be up. And it's off to the side. So what changes might you pull at this point in time? Put you under the pump here, Pants?
Take him down into the middle?
No, I think he's right in the back line, Terry, just to strengthen that. But I think, probably put I don't know the big forwards on the big ruckman that well, so maybe switching the ruckman into that full forward and going one out might work, and a couple of crummers from the pockets, just feeding off the big man.
So that kick out by Mac Evans doesn't quite find his teammate. Nice jump there, Propotny again.
Got that again.
He's probably been their best player today, Propotny. He's really dominated, but he just needs to do that a little bit more. He's got to move forward a little bit more and try and score some goals. That was a lovely pass, though. He picked out his teammate, and he's put him in scoring range. Well, he fancies himself from here anyway.
It's Will Collins, isn't it?
Yeah, Will Collins.
Brother of Sam.
He's 50 out. He's got to kick this one at least 50. He may look for the short spot up pass. Still there. No.
Changes his angle slightly. He's got a Wesley blowing, so he's got the wind blowing in his back, so distance shouldn't be a problem here. He lines up, takes his time, a lot of focus, kicks it, goes high. He's got the distance.
The distance, yeah. Good kick from there.
Quite hasn't got the angle right.
So Will Hodgman bringing the footy in for Hutchins. Runs outside the square and kicks a long, low pass towards Axel Moore, who just couldn't quite take the mark. The boys are in hard again and a ball up.
They really needed that score to be a major, that last one then, and they've just got to work a little bit harder now to win this stoppage and try and turn a score over.
They are attacking more though, Guilford. So they're giving it everything they can. They just need to convert.
think Coach Brownless needs to work on his stoppages too. Maybe that's a focus he could do at training.
Nice little punch there by, I think it was Max College there, but...
Zach Adams laid a pretty solid tackle there, and it's another ball up.
Another big punch there, and this ball's come loose. Oh, he went without it, and he's got in the back.
It's George McShane into the back of Zach Adams again, and that's what you get. Zach's putting himself in there. First of the footy.
Oh, geez, he played well for that.
He was lucky for that.
Yeah,
I think he slipped, didn't he?
He slipped and just ran into his back. Yeah, unlucky for the Hutchins boy.
That mood food replay is very handy because you can pick up things you didn't see the first time.
We'll have the siren soon, won't we?
I think so. There it is, Andrew. Gee, you're psychic.
You're unbelievable. All right, he's going to line up. If ever they needed a 6-pointer to lead them into the final quarter, it's right now.
Well, you know what footy's like. This could give him a lot of momentum and a lot of heart and hope. And he's kicked it. No. Oh, he's kicked the point. I thought they were celebrating the Guilford boys, but
if they could have just converted those last two, but anyway,
that's footy.
Yep. They've got another quarter and they've got a chance. They need to regroup. We asked Pants a little bit earlier what he thought he'd do if he was coach.
And I think, Guy, you're going to go and have a chat to someone, aren't you? We might go for a kick, Andrew.
Yeah, we'll go and have a kick, Terry, and we'll let Guy have a chat to a special guest.
Let's cross to that chat right now.
Here we are, three-quarter time at the WMO, and of course a lot of these players out here are aspiring AFL champions of the future. Now when you talk about AFL champions, this guy I'm just about to talk to, he's played with 4 clubs. Adrian Fletcher, of course, let me introduce Adrian Fletcher, the coach of the Devils. Now you'd be looking at these guys wondering now, who's the next one? Who's going to go and play AFL? Who's going to help to make my CV look good? Because you're the man, you're the one.
I wouldn't say I'm the man, but
first,
you are the man, actually.
Congratulations on the job, though. It's great to have you down in Tassie, and we have a bit of fun. But you've had a huge AFL career. Is this how it all started for you?
Yeah, no, look, I played for my school at school footy. I won't say which school because I wouldn't drive past it these days. But no, it's tribal. It is tribal, and this is how you get the competitive spirit as a player. And you know, we're happy for our players to play for the school. We really want them to represent where they come from, and obviously there's some really good players, some Devils players, academy players in here, and there's some good young talent that I'm looking at the moment. I've just looked at the numbers on the record that we need to chase up and make sure they're in our programs.
Yeah, of course, because they do. They slip through sometimes, don't they? And that's why the professional you are, Fletch, you turn up at these great games.
Yeah, no, I give up my lunch. Wanted to make sure I was here at 2:30 for the game start. I'm really excited. It's an arm wrestle at the moment. Like, it could go either way. Look, Hutchins in front by 12 points at the moment, but you wouldn't know it with the style they've been playing and the spirit of both teams. So I'm excited for the rest of the game.
As you can hear them, they're just about to come out for this final quarter here, so it's very exciting. So good luck with the Devils throughout the year, and let's say we get a few drafted at the end of the year.
Yeah, no, we want to let players live their dreams, and that's what we're about, giving them opportunities to play against the best kids in Melbourne. We know 60% gets drafted out of the NAB League, which we're in, which gives them the best chance to get drafted, so we're excited about it.
And of course, the ones that don't, you're setting them up to play good football within the state with the statewide competition.
Yeah, we want to support the statewide. That's really important, connected to the community, make better people, which helps everybody. So that's what we're about, make sure their education's right, they play their sport, they're passionate about it, and they have intensity. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, mate. We'll look forward to seeing how this game unfolds. Enjoy the last quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian Fletcher live at the WMO SATIS Football.
What a great interview.
Well done, mate.
Going easy on you, mate, because you got a broken shoulder.
Welcome back to the WMO. Here we go towards the last quarter. That was great catching up with Adrian Fletcher there, Terry.
Yeah.
Good to see him here and looking at some of the boys and how they're going. And he'd be happy with a few of his troops. You know, Harry Ireland, a couple of the other boys. They play with great intensity and they really have a crack at this level. School football's so important to these boys.
It is, and I think Adrian intimated that he's got a bit of a shock at the passion and the commitment the boys play with their school. And, you know, we were brought up through that system. I know it was a long time ago, but I see a lot of advantages for, you know, if the AFL Tas want to go push, you know, really developing junior footy back in the schools, to me, would be a good answer. Like your schools, working with your teachers, working with your coaches, working with your clubs, all working together, but playing school by school, you just get this sort of passion. Right through from primary, high and year 11, 12. It does. It gives the boys a real focus. You know, there's fellas that you can keep them on the straight and narrow if they've got an identity and they're playing, you know, with their school. It certainly helps in a lot of fronts.
Yeah, most definitely, and Fletch touched on that, you know, with his school. And I know you came through the public system, and a lot of your. As you say, it helped to put a lot of these kids on the straight and narrow, learn to work with groups, and very often brought out the best in them.
It does, yep.
All right, so Blair Brownless, he's going to make his last-ditched effort to try and pull these boys back into the game. They had two opportunities towards the end of the quarter there to convert and get into the game, but unfortunately they were just a little bit offline. And meanwhile, the last quarter, Hutchins seemed to just drill it home with a few goals, and their lead's almost, I'd say at this point, unassailable.
Well, you might think that, yeah, but footy's a funny game, and if Guilford can get the first one and then just chip away at it, maybe get the next, you never know. It's in their hands totally, but Hutchins do look the goods at this stage, Guy.
Yep. All right, so we're just about to have a start. They've battled really hard today, the two ruckmans, Savage and Brownless.
They have.
And probably Savage just getting the advantage there. Obviously, they've been winning the ball mostly out of the middle, Hutchins, but all credit to Brownless. He's worked very hard.
Yeah, young Toll Savage, he has tapped the ball pretty nicely off, I think. He's done a couple of nice taps there. Here they go.
Oh,
he's Tomo, Jordan to go, he Reeves out of the centre. Beautiful pass down the throat of Jack Tilley. That is not what Guilford wanted, but is exactly what Coach Blight would have wanted from Hutchins. And difficult shot, fair angle here for Jack Tilley.
Yeah, to win the ball out of the middle and just to have that, it's just textbook stuff, isn't it?
Looks good off the boot.
That's not a bad kick, Terry.
Straight through the middle.
He's nailed that one.
Excellent work.
And be a very happy Cameron Blight to open up the quarter in that fashion. Now that was just a lovely passage of play.
At the All Aerobics goals, he's banged it straight through. So yeah, absolutely perfect play. And we get the replay here, a Mood Food replay, and that ball sails straight through from Jack Tilley's boot, red boots.
And yes, they move further forward now. Hutchins.
Got Continenza up on the wing there for Guilford. He's been a good player, and Tomo Reeves gets it again out of the centre.
He's dominating out of there, and they're taking control of this game. Nice kick. He wheels. Around he comes into his teammate.
Charlie Zeman bursts through and lays it on the boot up forward. Oh, it could go all the way over the back to Drury. Drury,
he's weaving some magic.
Over the head with the left. Pretty ambitious, but she's gone out of bounds in a dangerous spot in that forward pocket, right in the sunny side of the WMO.
Beautiful day here at the WMO as we watch AFL football at its best, at its SATIS best, on this wonderful day, wonderful Tuesday afternoon. The ball comes out.
Oh, Reeves again. Oh, Reeves has kicked it on the left from the pocket. Tom Reeves is turning this game inside out. He knows what was needed. He knew you can't give Guilford a sniff. So he's put this game away off his own boot, clearing it out of the centre and then kicking the next goal.
And Terry, you know that's his non-favoured side?
It is.
Wow, no wonder he's smiling so much. That was a wonderful goal. as if we see the Mood Food replay.
He's got the nickname Degoe, and you can see why.
Yes. All right, here we are in the back of the middle of the game and the ground, and Hutchins are now a 40-point lead. Whew. We go again, and out it comes. Reeves again, he's just mopping it up out there. He cops one high. Play on to Axel Moore. Axel Moore sees out, pops it out to the wing there, picks up a player.
Mac Evans. Ned Spiden, and he bangs a long one forward to Drury, almost over the back, and Joey Harrison came through, but it's cleared by Guilford. To Tane Suki from Hutchins takes the saving mark at centre-half back. And again, looks for someone up forward, up the wing.
Oh, he flew a mile, didn't quite take the mark. Well, last time these two teams met, it was in a practice match last year, and Guilford Young had the honours. But this week, it really is a very dominant, strong, powerful Hutchins combination that have taken control of this game.
It's Reeves again.
He's just tearing it up this last quarter. There's no one home for him as the Guilford boy tries to clear it.
Gunson grabs it and hits the post, and it's a boundary throw-in. Hutchins getting themselves organised here to try and make the most of this stoppage. The dangerous Reeves is there again.
Yeah, I think someone's got to put a tag on him. He's just ripping it apart in this last quarter.
Look at him, they're onto him. Yep. Propotny's gone face-to-face with him.
Yeah, Propotny's been one of the best players for Guilford Young, so he likes to take him on. There he is again, Terry.
Yep.
On the left, Axel Moore trying to control the ball and only to take it across the boundary line.
Another throw-in. They've got stars everywhere here, Hutchins. Mac Evans out the back of the pack here. If it pops out there, he's dangerous. Jack Tilley, he's there, he's dangerous. Lewis Drury. They're all looking pretty lethal. And Mac Evans bangs that one on his boot, but it's high and wide, and he's called it a point.
They're really under fire here, the Guilford Young backline. They're really being pumped here. They're playing with a lot of confidence here, Hutchins. What can they do, as we see Propotny take the kick in? He finds a teammate in Will Tomlin. He passes off. Long raking kick down to the wing. We see Ben McRoss running over it.
Oh.
Sam Rose is dealt with. And the ball will go out of bounds.
There's young Will Cottier from last year's team. Come along to have a look there. Throws the ball back to the boundary umpire, who throws it into our ruckman. Tap down Guilford's way. Ball's boom. Gives it off. And she's in tight and stacks on the mill. Harry Black throwing his weight around. Umpire tries to clear proceedings and get play underway again with a nice ball up.
And out it comes to that man. He's got it again. He can't quite get it clear, and of course it falls into the hands of the Guilford Young players. They move it on down towards their forward line. It pops out here, and he's had a shot. I think he's going to make it, and that was Sam Rose, and he's kicked a goal. So that's one they dearly needed there. So great job there, Sam Rose. He kicked around on his left foot. I don't know if that's his natural left foot, but they really needed something to happen for them there, and Guilford Young. Their prayers were answered.
He's the full forward, and he had a long shot on that left earlier and couldn't quite make the most of it, but he's hooked that one beautifully back on the left, and a nice goal from Sam Rose. So
they move up to 3 goals, 6-24. Play Hutchins 9-5, 59.
35 points the difference.
We
6
see the
goals we need from Guilford.
Yeah, we've seen the ball back in the middle. Savage and Brownless to do battle again. Both those guys worked really hard today. There's that man. He gets a handball out to Moore. Moore, big kick down towards the forward line.
Reeves has come down to full forward now, and Jack Tilley's in the middle, I think, and he'll be dangerous.
Oh, that was Tilley that I saw. Yep.
He'll be dangerous up there, Tom Reeves. So the throw-in, 40 metres around from the Hutchins goal. The bounce favoured Guilford, but Joey Harrison burst through to grab that one. And again, I think we'll get a ball up here, Guy. Someone's got our sign, Guy.
Yeah, there he's holding it up. It's a bit like the Clive Palmer campaign, where just people hold our signs and run around and show it to people.
Doesn't cost us as much as Clive spent, though.
Yeah, well, we know one thing, he won't be able to sell it, no one's going to buy it. As you see the big kick, it looks like it's going to go out of bounds on the full. I just hope he turns it round the right way so the camera can see. Okay, so he's found a little... Oh, that's been chopped off. Savage. He says, thank you very much. He can see an opportunity there. Kicks it down towards the top of the goal square there. There's Drury. He flies, can't take the mark. Reeves swings around on his left again. And it's fallen in the arms of the Guildford young player. But he's looking dangerous, isn't he, Reeves?
It's a brave mark by Sam Dixon there. But, yeah, Tom Reeves is very dangerous here.
Here we go.
I don't know what they can do to combat him, though.
Again, he tried to muster something, but it came down to the arms of the Hutchins player, Joey Harrison. He's going to have a shot, I think. He was very busy in the first quarter, Joe Harrison, and he'll line up for, I think, his first.
There's a good vision there from that Hutchins player. I didn't quite catch who it was. And Joey's looked for the lead. He's passed it off to Lewis Drury. Probably thought he was a little bit too far out to score.
Very unselfish play there.
And he's gone to Lewis Ben Brown Drury.
Lewis looks like he's running to the bench. He's going to run.
No, he's got a long run up, I think. He's gone well back, though, isn't he, Guy?
Maybe he doesn't run out of puff on the way in. Here we go. He lines up. Kicks beautifully. Not quite good enough, though. He's taken the mark. Didn't quite have enough legs on it. Okay.
The Guilford player marks in the back line and goes towards the boundary, and Jack Silver gets unceremoniously dumped.
He was really under the pump there. Both Hutchins players in there. They gave him a little bit to go on with too. So courageous effort there by Jack, but he can't quite get.
Well, there's a bit of a shove off the ball there. I'm not sure. I think it's going to go Hutchins' way, maybe to young Toll Savage again.
We'll see if we can have a look at this on the Mood Food replay. Is it the replay there? Yeah.
No, wasn't much in that.
No, the players are a little bit bewildered.
Played on. He's kicked it handball to Harry Island, who's come up from centre half back and put a floater into full forward to Joey Harrison. He's looking for someone to give it off to.
He might have held on to it a little bit long there, Terry.
No one there, and
he's paid the price. So yeah, Harry didn't really get onto that one. It wasn't a very good shot, so I put him under the pump there. He might have another opportunity here.
He's marked it.
He's taken the mark. So that was a good mark. Geez, Harry everywhere today. I don't think he's going to kick it from there, but he's taken a good mark.
Well,
or did
he's kicked his bad one just then, so this could be a good one.
He's a long way out.
He's going to play on.
Here we go. He has played on. He's seen a little lead in the pocket.
Out of bounds.
All right, we're 10 minutes into this final quarter. What can they do, Guilford Young? What can they muster up? They need to clear the ball out of this back line. And they're finding it very hard with this really formidable Hutchins forward line. They really are working the ball well and playing with their heads up.
Jack Tilley copped one high there. But the umpire at the back of the pack didn't quite notice it, so it's another ball up on the 50-metre line for Hutchins. And Savage goes for the ruck. Seaman letting the play go a little bit here, the umps, which is not a bad thing. And the kick forward. Who might that be? Tomo Reeves.
He's had a blinder of a last quarter. He was dominating in the middle early, and they've moved into the forward line, and he's equally as dangerous.
He's very good in the midfield at this level. At senior level, he's playing that pressure forward role with North Hobart and playing it superbly. He tackling, keeping the ball in the forward line, but also the opportunist, and plays that role to perfection for North Hobart. They've called to kick it. I'm going to put this one down as a goal. And it is.
Great goal there. Thomas Reeves. The North Hobart senior player, a Devils player, is he?
He was in the academy and no longer, but...
what happened there?
Well, he's not that tall. I think they might have thought that he might not have the height.
That's
But
interesting.
certainly makes up for it.
Well,
His
Adrian
endeavour,
Fletcher's
his
here
skill.
watching today. He might change his mind. I've seen him play quite a bit with North Hobart, and he's a very dominant player. I'm surprised he's not.
He's
not
passionate.
in the academy.
He's so passionate. He loves it, and he would love nothing more than to play at the highest level.
It's good work there by Charlie Zooming. Nick Smart gets the ball out, looking for his teammate.
They are just pushing it forward, knocking it forward, doing everything they can to get that ball their way, Hutchins, and it's paying off.
Okay, the street sweeper, Nick Smart, he spots someone up. A little bit of a kick in there and can't quite take the mark. Out it comes. It's a loose ball. Guilford Young take control. Here they go. Can they grab a score here? Comes out to the wing. Ball's running clear. Nice shepherding there. Manages to keep the ball in there. Well done, Will Collins. And, oh, there's no beg your pardons there.
Still going. It's knocked out by Will Collins again. George McShane gets a quick handball to Mac Evans onto the left foot before he knew it. And forward to Will Cooper, who knocks it over the line. And there's a little bit of biffo with Jason Gridley.
Okay, the ruckman do battle yet again, and out it comes. Quick hands there by the Guilford player. He can't quite get it clear. And he's called the throw. Axel Moore quickly moves the ball on to the centre half forward position. Finds a player in, that's Ned Butler. Butler finds a teammate further out. He holds it up.
Neo Butler, this one is.
Oh, Neo Butler, sorry.
He goes the short little chip over to the loose Zach Fair.
Zach Fair's been a good target up forward there today for Hutchins.
He's a big unit of a lad. He's only grade 10. And had an injury last year. I think he broke his leg and missed the season, but he's got the skills, got the talent.
Fancies himself here, kicking from about 45 metres. It's a little bit short.
Get onto it.
And a little bit off to the left. So that'll go through for a minor score.
66 to 24, and the kick comes into the back pocket to Zach Adams, who's had a good day. He's done everything he can for his team. He lobs one up.
He's going to kick to a contest here, very dangerous territory.
Harry Island.
Out the back, Harry Island, handball's on. Comes into the hand of the player from Guilford Young. It's going inboard. It's looking dangerous. They're trying to use those fast hands to their advantage, and it's paid off this time as they clear the ball down to the centre wing. And it's come out, and they just can't get it down to their forward line. And in comes Axel Moore. He just barges through, finds a teammate, and what a great pass that was. Gee, they're moving the ball well there.
I think he meant that.
I'll give him the credit, moved it very quickly, and Zach Fair will have another shot on goal.
Well, it's often the way, you know, to just surge footy, where you just push it forward, kick it forward quickly, and if your forwards are ready for it and playing in front, they'll get those loose, quick ones that come in. And Zach has another opportunity. He gets onto that one better.
Looks good off the boot.
I think he's hit the post.
But he's hit the post. So that'll go through for another minor. He might have to go back and do a bit of practice this week at his goal kicking.
So Zach Adams brings it in.
We've got no one. He spots up, having to kick to the contest. And
Ben Farrell flies. Ooh, backs it up with a strong tackle though from the Guilford boy, Jacob Downey. He likes his tackling, Jacob. And Harry Island's there.
And Jack Silver, he's been working very busily at the back line. Can't quite get it clear, but Harry Island's had a great game. He's really dominated off the back line there. As we see Jack Tilley spotting up the full forward yet again. But he can't quite take the mark. Working hard, good hands, Axel Moore. His teammate can't quite keep his feet.
Bad luck there for Henry Luders.
And that's going to go to Carl Glenada,
I think. Like the old
boy.
Grenada. Mac Evans chops that one off, knocks it out of bounds, and Hutchins like that, the supporters.
Great desperate effort there by that player, Mac Evans, and he has played really well today. Actually, the whole team, the whole Hutchins team has worked very well.
They've done the one percenters, haven't they? They've smothered, they've spoiled, they've backed up, they've shepherded. Put the blocks on.
Credit to the coach, Cameron Blight. He's really got this team very well drilled this year, and they should have a lot of success as the season unfolds. And out it goes. Hard tackling here. Guilford Young.
Trying to burst through Jason Gridley. He gets it onto the boot. I think it's their first time past the centre for a while. It's played advantage. Tane Suki takes it out to George McShane on the wing. He's going to look for Harry Island inboard. No, he's going back to Neo Butler.
As we come deep into the final quarter here, can Hutchins get another score? Can Guilford Young turn the tide and get a couple of scores themselves? At the moment, it looks like Hutchins really controlling the game. They're really picking up and spotting out players. Big kick down towards the 4 line. The big pack rise. Handball out. Oh, nicely blocked by the Guilford Young player. He's pushed in the back and he'll probably pick up a free kick here, I'd imagine.
Yeah, that's the right guy. He's put himself in there. The full forward, this is.
He's been playing up the game. That's Sam Rose.
Yeah. Onto the trusty left and out to the wing. Spoiled by Axel Moore, but claiming the marks, Will Hodgman, not paid. And we've got a free kick to Guilford and a 50-metre penalty.
Well, here's their chance for a score in this deep into this final quarter.
Not sure what happened there.
We'll have a look on their Mood Food replay. Tapped on. All right, so he's got a bit of an angle. He'll kick from about 35 metres out, I'd imagine, Terry. Lines up.
High ball drop there. He's a bit up and under there, and he's not made the distance into that forward pocket through for a point.
And that was Noah Brownless, the ruckman. He's worked tirelessly all day.
Neo Butler to bring the footy in for Hutchins. Nice long drop punt out towards the wing. Through the player's hands. Big Savage grabs that one and bangs it forward again onto the wing, but marked by Sam Rose, the full forward.
Starting to come into the game, playing a little bit up the field, trying to lift his side.
Oh, Mac Evans.
He's stolen that one, Mac Evans. He's had a great game and he looks towards the forward line. Lewis Jury, can he muster up a bit of magic? He's done a bit today.
Here we go.
In it comes.
Dangerous to Gunston, but he's bananaed it. A bit narrow through for a behind.
Probably a little bit more time there.
He had more time than he thought. I think the talk went missing briefly, and that was enough for him to just rush it. But Mac Evans on the replay just swooped on that one, didn't he? And there's the final siren. For a very strong, convincing win to the Hutchins team over Guilford. They'll be well pleased with that. There's a lot of rivalry, as we've said all day here, and I think Hutchins just had their systems and their execution better today than Guilford.
Yeah, they certainly did. They really worked that ball well, and as the game went on, they played with much more confidence. You can't question the intensity or the endeavour by both sides here today, but Hutchins just seemed to be able to work better as a unit, and as a result, they've really come home strong and won this game quite convincingly. Hutchins 68 to Guilford Young 25 as we look at the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard. And I'd probably throw to you, Terry, some of the better players for Hutchins.
Yeah, look, you could name quite a few, but I believe Tom Reeves, probably my number one there. Mac Evans, Harry Island. I thought Tane Suki was good at times. Zach Fair, Jack Tilley, a whole host of them played very, very good football there. For Guilford, Guy, did you have a couple in mind?
Oh, look, I'll go with you, Terry, while you're rolling with it. Look, they battled hard. I thought... let me see. Yeah, Zach Adams, he played very well. Propotny, we were calling him as Colin Coburn, but Propotny was very busy. In the first half, Alex Continenza, he was battling really hard. Green saw quite a bit of it. Will Collins battled hard. Max College, he was in it a bit. But
Sam Dixon got a bit of it there in the second half too. So, as you say, everyone gave
Silver.
their all. Yeah, Jack was there and abouts too. But they're all giving their best. And as you say, I think the system and the execution from Hutchins just that little bit better on the day. And good sportsmanship after the game there. All the boys shaking hands. And Hutchins take the spoils.
Most definitely. So here we are at the WMO. It's been a fantastic game of football. A lot of very happy Hutchins supporters and a very happy Hutchins team. Happy coach Cameron Blight and his support crew as they move their way off the ground. We'll just about wrap it up. A big thank you to all the sponsors for the day. The Jackson Motor Company, of course, also Mood Food, Banjo's Bakery, Sandy Bay, who provide all the fine bread. And, of course, a big thank you to Bennett's Petroleum and All Aerobics Fitness. The team from All Aerobics Fitness would like to just thank you very much. And of course, the big one is Martin Duffy and Jerry, the team from Duff TV. They do such a great job of bringing you this type of sport into your lounge rooms. And, of course, you can replay it here, live stream or YouTube it. It's a great thing. And no doubt the coaches will be watching it back and using it as a tool for their next game. A big thank you from Terry Moore.
Thank you, Guy. And yeah, very, very enjoyable. And yeah, once again, reiterating, Duff TV, sensational. Get on board, people. Make sure you support them. They do an amazing job. Over and out, I think.
Thanks, Lisa. Thanks very much. Well done, mate.
To the river end, it comes off the boot beautifully and sails straight through the middle. That's a beautiful start to the quarter. Lovely kick and good ball movement. Aimed out the back to Gunston. He's kicked 2 already. Can he get another?
Oh, it just fell into his
Lewis
arms.
Drury came through, gives it out to Mac Evans, and it could be a free kick, to Lewis Drury, who was smashed after he got rid of that.
You might remember Lewis. And he lines up, he's looking confident, onto the right boot, a little bit to the right. No, that's a goal. Very happy Lewis Drury. Although the ball comes out to, was it Downey again? Fast hands there. Now they're starting to really work it well out of that back line there. They're picking up players, looking really good. And here it goes to the centre of the ground. Paprotny. Thank you there, Downey. Feel free to come in with those names there.
Harry went without it, Harry Island. And
here he is again, buttering up Paprotny.
I don't think we got him on the list there, Paprotny. So what
first name, Pants?
Oscar
Paprotny, of course. Oh, he's caught there. Good work there by Charlie Zeman.
Played a bit of basketball, young Oscar.
Now Charlie Zeman looks to move it.
Oh, he's gone wide.
Oh, he's seen that player. We haven't seen it out of the corner of his eye.
He's given it to Ned Spiden.
Ned Spiden run in and take a good mark. That was a great good mark. Not a bad kick off the boot. He lines it up. The goal umpire doesn't move.
Looks good.
And
Hutchins draw away again. Is that goal been put up on that scoreboard yet, or are they up to 52?
31.
Yep. So
was further afield with a daisy cutter pass, but not quite there for Lockie Prescott. Mopped up by Guilford and kicked forward. And Harry Island, whoa, come from nowhere, and he's cleaned up the young Guilford fella and ended up with the footy. Harry's
a little bit high, and they'll get a shot on.
That's Maxi College.
Yeah, so he'll get a shot in front of goals. He'll be happy to put 6 points up for his team. This will be their first score for the quarter. They needed a 6-pointer to lead them into the final quarter. It's right now.
Well, you know what footy's like. This could give them a lot of momentum and a lot of heart and hope. And he's kicked it. No, he's kicked the point. I thought they were celebrating the Guilford boys, but
if they could have just converted those last two.
He's done a couple of nice taps there. Here they go. Tomo, Jordan to go. He Reeves out of the centre. Beautiful pass down the throat of Jack Tilley. That is not what Guilford wanted, but it's exactly what Coach Blight.
Just to have that, it's just textbook stuff, isn't it?
Looks good off the boot.
That's not a bad kick, Terry.
Straight through the middle.
He's nailed that one.
Excellent work.
And we're very happy Cameron Blight to open up the quarter in that fashion. Now that was a wonderful day, wonderful Tuesday afternoon. The ball comes out.
Oh, Reeves again. Oh, Reeves has kicked it on the left from the pocket. Tom Reeves is turning this game inside out. He's saving mark at centre half back. And again, looks for someone up forward, up the wing.
Oh, he flew a mile, didn't quite take the mark. Well, last time it falls into the hands of the Guildford young players. They move it on down towards their forward line. It pops out here, and he's had a shot. I think he's going to make it. And that was Sam Rose. And he's kicked a goal. So that's one they dearly needed there. So great job there, Sam Rose. He kicked around on his left foot. It wasn't a very good shot, so I put him under the pump there. He might have another opportunity here.
He's marked it.
He's taken the mark. So that was
Savage. Goes for the ruck. Seaman. Letting the play go a little bit here, the umps, which is not a bad thing. And the kick forward. Who might that be? Tomo Reeves. They've called to kick it. I'm going to put this one down as a goal. And it is.
Great goal there. Centre wing. And it's come out and they just can't get it down to their forward line. And in comes Axel Moore. He just barges through, finds a teammate, and what a great pass that was. Gee, they're moving the ball well there.
I think he meant that.
No. Glenada.
Glenada, I think. Like the old Grenada. Mac Evans chops that one off, knocks it out of bounds, and Hutchins like that, the supporter.